there guys, it's Ellen here from Wild and Wonderful, and I'm just doing this video to tell you why we're feeling so grateful, so thankful and so blessed, especially right now. Now, we're not usually the type of people that share very personal things, and especially some really difficult times in our life, but we feel the need, we need to share this just to give you a bit of a backstory as to where we're at now and to why we're so grateful to so many people out there. And I've got it on paper so I don't get anybody's names or channels mixed up. Now, I'm going to start with one of the hardest times in our life, for me personally, my family, and just as an overall, really. Now, September is usually a really hard, one of the hardest months for our family. Now, some of you may know, but for those of you that don't know, Sean and Danny, the two oldest boys, are actually mine and Will's nephews. They're my brother's boys. And 6 years ago this month, they came to live with us and we got custody of them because their dad, my brother, he was killed. He was actually murdered by the boys' mom. She got into a lot of things and she went in and she killed him. And it just makes this month extremely difficult because it's the anniversary of his death on the 26th. Now, because of this, we've had a lot of setbacks that have stemmed from this. And we've had a lot of things to deal with lawyers and legal paperwork and everything. But that is one of the main reasons why we're so behind on getting our new house done. We're a lot further behind than we would have liked to have been. Over the years, we've...
I thought I heard you up here in the woods.
Hiding in the woods.
Hiding in the woods.
With my goats. But over the years, we've learnt to celebrate my brother's life. My brother Mike, he was my big brother, the oldest of three. There was Mike, my brother, my sister Kate, and I'm the youngest. And we've just really made focusing on blessings just a major part of our lives, so that we're celebrating Mike's life rather than dwelling on what happened to him. And I know, being my big brother, if he thought we were being miserable, me or Will, because him and Mike were pretty much best buddies, but if Mike thought we were being miserable, he'd slap me upside of the head and say, "Oi, look what all the good things you do have in your life." That's just the type of person Mike was. But our biggest blessings are all the kids. And even though September is still always a really hard month for us, this month, this year, we've just been blessed beyond measure. And the month isn't even quite over yet. Now, the other day, well, a few days back, we went to help Will's brother and an older couple, dig up their potatoes. And we were happy to do it. We took all the kids with us. We made a day of it. Fawn, are you getting your loving in? And and when we went to do the potatoes, just the day before was when our fridge died.
Sorry,
it quit working. Yeah, get back to it, you. But yeah, the day before we went to do the potatoes, our fridge quit working, and it was later in the day, so there was nowhere open. We asked around, and lots of people offered for us to put our fridge and freezer stuff in there, fridge and freezer, just so none of it got ruined, and we were really grateful for that. And we were planning to go do the potatoes, and after that, head out to see if we could get us a fridge. And this lovely, wonderful couple that we helped out, they invited us to stay and, just sit down, have a chat with them. And we just happened to say, well, we can't, thank you. Thank you for the potatoes as well. But we can't stay because we've got to go out in search of a fridge. And just like that, they didn't hesitate. They said, we've got an old fridge in our garage. It works. It may not be the prettiest thing, but it works. And if you want it, you're welcome to it. And us being typical us, we were saying, no, we can't do that. And do you want any money for it? Anything for it? And they said, no, we're just happy to give it to you. Now, I was ecstatic. I was over the moon that somebody blessed us so greatly by giving us a free fridge, and we didn't have to run out that day to get a new one or a used one. And so that's where this month started, with blessings. And then another one that just still to this day, it's so overwhelmingly amazing. I mean, I just cried with joy and with so much thankfulness. I got contacted by a wonderful friend that I count as a family member, and she said somebody from her church had contacted her saying that they wanted to give a donation towards us getting our septic in. Now, we were really, really close, but we just had that final little push that we needed to save up for us to be able to get our septic put in. And this person that wanted to make this donation, or people, I still don't know who, they actually donated with the full amount, the last little bit that we were needing. And part of me wishes that we knew who it was, just to tell them thank you. Like, thank you just doesn't seem enough. It really doesn't. And I understand why they wanted to remain anonymous, because I know how I am and I know how Will is. And if that person had come up to me in person and said, hey, I want to give you this check, we'd have said no. We'd have said, we can't do that. But I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock that such a wonderful person, or people, like I say, they'll never know how much that has blessed our family, that we're able to move forward to get our septic in, to get moving on our house. Once again, it's been so long and so many setbacks, and this is just pushing us forward, and we're just so thankful that the best we could do was give them a thank you card, and the kids made them a thank you picture. And I passed that on to my friend, and she passed it on to the people that gave us the donation. So if you're seeing this video, I just, like I say, thank you just does not seem enough. And that just really touched my heart, that you've helped our family beyond words. You really have. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for blessing our family. And also on the check that was given to us was the Bible verse, Philippians 4:19, and that says, and my God will meet all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. And I'm just going to hold on to that till we've got our house done and we're in it. Because this is more of going to be a home for our children, for all of them. And anyway, again, the blessings just kept coming. Just a couple of days after that, Will and the two older boys, Sean and Danny, they went to help a farmer friend of ours that, again, we class as family, to do firewood. And when he come home, in the back of the truck, he had all this feed. And he said, this friend of ours, Bud, he just gave us chicken feed and goat feed for free. He said, you're more than welcome to it here. Please take it. Now, with all our chickens and our goats, it's a blessing. It's just really helped us out. And I know I keep saying it, but we're so grateful, we're so thankful, we're so blessed, because I just can't believe that it's just snowballed this month, and especially a month that's so hard for us. And instead of it being really hard, people have just been blessing us to really lift us. And I know, I can't believe it. I'm so just thankful, just really thankful. And then after that, we'd actually, a few months back, called a few septic companies. A couple were way out of our price range. And a few we were thinking, well, we called one of them back that we called earlier in the year, and he gave us a fantastic quote. He's in our price range, and he was just a lovely guy. He was actually recommended by somebody from our church, and we've since contacted him again saying, yes, we want you to do our septic. We've sent him the paperwork, so hopefully before too long he'll be able to get the time to come on over and get this septic in. And it's such a big job that it's going to be a wonderful thing to have checked off our list. But for him to do it, he's just going to be right in our price range. Great guy. People have said he does fantastic work. He's very honest, very reliable. So we're really excited for that. Now, this is a smaller blessing, but hey, I'm still happy about it. The other night I was on Hamiltonville Farms live that they do, and if any of y'all want to go and check them out, I'll put a link in the comments below. But they're a lovely family and they have a right laugh. So if you get to join in the live feeds, please go ahead and do it. And anyway, this particular night they were doing a few giveaways, and they just, ask a few different questions, and the first person to comment wins whatever item they're giving away. And I was on there, I answered a question, and I won. And I got this cup. It came in the mail just the other day. And again, this was just right before my birthday, so it was a nice early birthday present. And the kids have already been eyeballing it, but so far I've managed to keep the mitts off it, but who knows how long that'll last. But Hamiltonville Farm, thank you so much for this. You have been a part of this blessing. No matter how big or small, it's still a blessing. So thank you for that. And then on top of that, Mandy from Royal Amethyst Acres, she is a wonderful person with such a huge heart, so down to earth. So again, please go check out her channel and her videos, and again, I'll put it in the link below. But she reached out to me, and Will and I are still discussing what to do, because we we don't want to abuse the fact that we have this channel and abuse the fact of some of the major hurdles we've dealt with over the years. But she reached out to me asking if she thought that doing a GoFundMe would help us get in our house and that she'd be more than happy to do it. And yes, we would appreciate that. And we'd appreciate the donations that would help us get in our house. But we know it's probably our own personal pride getting in the way. We feel that there's people that's more needy than us. So we're just really on the fence about that. But just the fact that she reached out to us and asked us, we just thought that was such a lovely thing to do. So, and again, all the time she's thinking of other people, and just having her as a friend, I have never met her, but I just feel she's such a friend, so lovely, that for her to think of us and to want to help us get in our house just really lifted our hearts this month. And I tell you, we have got some wonderful people in our lives. And the last thing for now is Linda from PG Nano Farm. She wanted to do a watch-a-thon where channels were helping out other channels. And we said, sure, we're more than happy to join in. And anyway, it just so happened that the channels to help our channel was going to be on my birthday. And again, just Linda doing this, again, she's another person that has such a big heart, and she does so much and wants to do so much for other people. I'll put a link to her channel too. That's PG Nano Farm in the description below. But thanks to her, we really upped our watch hours and not only got a few more subs, but we're able to chat with other people from other channels, and just this community. It's a wonderful community. So, guys, from the bottom of my heart, all the people I've mentioned in this video, some of you I know personally, some of you I don't know, but you have made this month such a joy when it's usually such a struggle. So thank you for that, really and truly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being a blessing, for giving joy, and I just hope and pray that each one of you will be blessed as much as you've blessed us, and actually beyond. Thank you, guys, and we'll keep you posted with how everything goes. Okay, I best get these goats put up to bed. They're shouting at me. And before I cry. So, alright guys, we'll see you next time. Bye!